How to create an unlimited amount of content for your brand for just a fraction of the price it would cost to actually get a professional photo shoot done without you even being able to tell the difference. How you doing, guys? And in this video, I'm going to show you another piece of software that leverages AI to generate an insane amount of content that you can use for your Meta ads, your Pinterest ads, whatever, for just a fraction of the price it would cost, to actually get that done professionally with a professional photo shoot. And personally, the difference now is so minimal that I can see a lot of brands, just jumping on this trend just because of how cheap you can now get extremely high quality content produced and generated. So without rambling on too much, let's quickly hop into the computer. So the software we're going to be using today is called Summer Labs. At least that's how I think you pronounce it. And a while ago, I created a similar video for a brand, or a software I should say, called Creative Flow. And what I noticed is that the feedback from you guys was very positive. Got a lot of questions regarding Creative Flow, and the bigger they got, the more sort of the results started to get nerfed. I noticed that a lot of features started to get restricted, and naturally so, because obviously it was getting bigger, more people were getting onto the platform. So they need to obviously stick to specific restrictions because, obviously they can get into trouble. And what I really like about Summer Labs is that they've either found a loophole or, they've done something that relieves all of those restrictions. So you can literally create whatever you want with this software, and the results are absolutely insane. So you can click on Start Creating here. And there's a few features that you can use. I've been using advanced mode to create, content for my clients, for the ad agency. You can also have image mode. Image mode is sort of like the simpler version of advanced mode, if you will. You can create variations. So what this will do is, as you can see here, create variations of an existing scene with face preservation. So let's say you've done a professional photo shoot for, you've got a jewelry brand, for example, and you want to create more variations of like one specific image that just really came out well. You can actually use this, and it will save the face, and you can also write down like what kind of variation you want, what you want to keep in the image, what you want to redact from the image, and it'll just create a variation as if it was actually there during the photo shoot. It's absolutely crazy. Same thing goes for outfits. So I can see here, transfer outfits to a character. So let's say, for example, you've done a photo shoot, you are a streetwear brand, and you've got a character that has been wearing hoodies, and then you want to actually use that existing photo shoot with a new hoodie or a new sweatshirt or a new t-shirt. You can literally just take that exact image and then allow the AI to add the t-shirt instead of the hoodie, for example. So those are the features in terms of images. There's also a few video models. Again, same as with the image models, you've got advanced video where you've got a little bit more freedom to play around with, and then you've got just a regular video where you can you can just fill out what you can see here without really going into the manual settings. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly start off with images. I will go for advanced mode because I want to show you guys some cool stuff that we've been working on. So when you click on advanced mode, you can also choose the model. There's Seedream 5, which will produce the best results. It is still in light mode. I've noticed myself as well that Seedream 5 is very sensitive when it comes to prompting. So I've just been using Seedream 4.5, and the results have literally been, excellent as well. Then what we can do is we can add reference images. So let's say you don't want the AI to just, do its thing entirely. You do want it to stick to specific images. You can do so here. So we'll just quickly upload 2 images. We'll quickly upload these 2 reference images, which are just the model that we use for More Life Garments. So I'll just take these 2. And the great thing as well is you can actually tell the AI, or in this case Summer Labs, what you actually want of this image. So for example, it's by default it's set to body part full. But what you can also be do, and what I've been using quite a lot, is face. So we can set these to face, and what it'll do is it'll take these reference images, but it will focus on the face. When we now create our prompts, it will know, okay, when I'm using reference images 1 and 2, I really need to focus on the face as opposed to, I don't know, the watch he's wearing or the pants he's wearing. Then you also have the option to add a background. So let's say for realism, you want to make sure that it's in your studio, or it's in your house, or it's in a specific place that you have taken a photo of. You can add that background. And then there's also pose reference. So let's say you've got an image of someone that is using a specific pose. So again, for the street style stuff, let's say someone is sitting on a fence in a specific way, I don't know, with his hands in a specific position. You can actually add that or upload that reference image here as the pose, and then it will literally just take the pose of the pose reference image, body position only. So it will not, look at the clothing or anything like that, and it won't mix up your existing prompt. Then for the prompt details, you can let AI use the prompt, which I've been playing around with quite a lot, but because we've got quite a lot of sort of like best practice prompts, which I'll get into shortly, I've not really used this as much, but I can see how handy this can be if you're not very good at prompting and you just want to explain something simple. So let's say, for example, the man is sitting on a fence in a busy high street of Los Angeles, for example. So fairly simple. We don't really mention too much. We don't give the AI too many details. We can then click on AI Optimize, and it will just take our prompt and it will make it into an actual legitimate prompt that will produce a much better result. So we'll just give this a few seconds to load. And there we go. So as you can see here, it's changed the prompt to the character sits centered in the midground on a weathered wooden fence running left to right across the frame, left leg dangling down to the foreground sidewalk, right foot resting on the fence's lower rail, left hand gripping the fence post to his left, etc., etc., etc. As you can see, this is a lot more detailed than what we gave. Anyway, like I said, we've got quite a lot of reference prompts that we've been using. So I'll just quickly copy and paste this. Feel free to pause the video and actually read through it, but basically it says photorealistic lifestyle editorial casual office snap, and then the main thing that I want to focus on with this prompt is the lighting. So this will give that like direct camera flash effect that I've been seeing quite a lot lately, which produces quite a cool effect in my opinion. So strictly controlled, bright flash, direct on camera flash, like in a night snapshot, hard shadows on the wall and behind the chair, high contrast documentary iPhone point and shoot style, ultra realistic sharp focus on the face. So we'll just quickly copy that and paste it here. Yep, okay. Then we've got the output settings, and what this will allow you to do is just change the style. So I always go for raw realism, but if you want this really polished high-end photo shoot look, you can go for polished or cinematic. As we can see here, movie quality lighting and color grading, or clean retouched beauty photography with flawless lighting. I like the raw realism because I think that literally gives us the most realistic output. Quality 2K or 4K, we'll just go for 4K. And then we'll create 4 image variations in a 3.4 sizing. So as we can see here, we've just to quickly summarize, we've got 2 reference images. We don't mention anything regarding like specific branding, which obviously we can add later. I just wanted to quickly show you guys this. We don't have a background, we don't have a pose reference. We've uploaded our actual prompt. We said to focus on the face for these reference images, and then the output is 4K 3x4, 4 different image variations in raw realism. So we'll just quickly generate this, and there we go. So here's our 4 output images. Let me quickly scroll through. Like in terms of realism, like that's crazy. He's got the Nike Air Force on. He's wearing a white t-shirt. He's got the beige cargo pants, as we mentioned. Here's a different pose. This one as well. This one's slightly different. I actually like this one. This one's pretty cool. Although I would say that his face is slightly different than this one. So that's 4.5. Let's actually try Seedream 5 to see if that makes much of a difference. So we'll change this to Seedream 5. And then we'll just do the output 1 just to speed things up. And there we go. So this is Seedream 5. As you can see, the quality is probably a little bit better in my opinion. I think the face is a lot more accurate, and I just like the overall pose a little bit more than Seedream 4.5. So yeah, I'm very happy with that, to be fair. Now, obviously, with this one, we don't actually have any branding or anything on that. We just said in the prompt, plain white tee. So these are very good prompts for just like standard blank images, which you can then obviously use Photoshop. But to be fair, you can probably even use Summer Labs to add like specific branding to the images. I was going to say, this is crazy how quickly you can create content like this. Because like, let's say you're happy with this, you use this, you save it, you upload that as a reference image as well, and you just keep making iterations of that. And yeah, that literally took a couple of minutes to generate. So now that we've done this, let's take things up a notch. Let's make it a little bit more difficult. So we'll take this this hoodie, which is one of the staples of More Life. I'll just quickly save this image. And then what I'll also do is I'll just take the logo, just so we have that as well. And then we'll go into Summer Labs again, and we'll go for image 2, which is a cinematic black and white street portrait set on a busy New York City winter sidewalk. A young black man in a black hooded puffer jacket with a Nike swoosh. Will actually change that. That's part of a different prompt. Still centered in frame, direct, intense gaze, razor sharp focus on him, while surrounded crowd streaks with heavy motion blare. Diffused overcast lighting, high contrast monochrome editorial fashion vibe. So this was actually one that we used for one of our clients, but in this case we won't be going for the swoosh. We'll say a man in a black hoodie, black oversized More Life garments hoodie. Stands completely still. Okay, let me just quickly see if there's no other references to Nike. No, okay, that's fine. So it was just that part. Busy New York City sidewalk, that's fine. Vertical portrait is fine as well. Black oversized, okay. That's all good. So we'll take that, and then we'll change our prompt, and then we'll add more reference images. So these are the 2 reference images that we've already uploaded for the face. Then we'll do the WebPG. Will that? Oh, that actually worked. I was actually thought that would not be possible. What about Avif? No. Okay, so we will need to quickly change that. There you go. And then we'll just go to our prompt, and then we'll just add those references. Are they here? So image 3, black oversized hoodie. Image 3. I've just realized that logo is black, which I might actually remove just to see if will it actually pick up the logo of the hoodie. The quality of the image, obviously, because it's a web image, might not be the best, but it's still readable. That says More Life, so let's see if it actually works. So we've got that. Can we keep everything as is? Yes. 4 variations, raw realism. Yeah, let's try it. Sea Dream 5, let's go. And there we go. So these are the images. Let me go quickly check. And obviously the logo there, I was kind of afraid of that, but content wise, that's sick. Like, that's exactly what I wanted. Almost Modern Life instead of More Life, but that's like a quick fix on Photoshop, to be fair. That's that won't be a deal breaker. This one not as good in my opinion. I don't like the shape of the face. It looks a bit strange. So that's one I probably would not use. And this one again, I'm not really too keen on the face. So there's two out of 2, I'd say, or 2 out of 4. This one with a simple change of the logo, the hoodie, and same thing here as well. Change the logo, the hoodie. Other than that, like that's pretty sick. And again, like once you're happy with that, you can just create more and more variations of it. So obviously now that's a few that we've now done for More Life. Now what we can do is we can, for the third one, we'll remove all the reference images, and we'll just create a UGC style image. As you can see, a 25-year-old woman taking a mirror selfie, playfully holding up whatever the product is. Playful expression with nose scrunched, eyes sparkling, long, straight brown hair falls naturally over her shoulder. Preserve original face features with natural sun-kissed makeup, glowing skin, subtle bronze cheeks, and nude glossy lips. Let me just quickly check there's no references to products. No, okay. So we'll just quickly copy this, and then we'll remove the prompt here. And then all we need to do is insert a product. What shall we do? Actually, let's do let's see what it's called, the heel shakes. We'll just go with this one. Just call it vanilla. Actually, you know what? I'll just quickly save that image. Is it possible? No. Images. We'll just save that one. And then back into Summer Labs, and they will say playfully holding up a 500 milliliter vanilla, 500 milliliter white vanilla heel shake. And then as the reference image, we'll add that as well. And then image 1, there we go. Let's see, raw realism again. We'll go for 4K, and then we'll do, C-Tune 4.5 is fine. And then what I'll do, I'll just create the one image and see how that turns out. And there we go. And that is absolutely crazy, to be fair. That looks so real. Just imagine how many different ad variations, like UGC style ads, you can generate, you know, with this by just uploading a PNG of, you know, the products that you're selling. That is absolutely crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I probably would not be able to tell that this is fake, let alone maybe, you know, an older generation or someone that is just, you know, quickly scrolling social media. That is absolutely insane. So as you can see, this is a very powerful tool, especially, you know, if you set it up, you know, with the advanced feature and you add all of your elements, you can create an insane amount of content for your brand, you know, for your ads, to really, you know, generate more sales through, you know, Meta and social media, etc. In terms of pricing, I'm on the pro plan, but you can literally start on the free plan. You get 20 credits. It's 2 credits an image, so that means you can create 10 images. Then there's also for $9 a month. That's like, what is that, £5-6 a month, 200 credits. So again, you can create 100 images. And obviously, you know, the bigger the plan, the more credits you get, and obviously, you know, the better deal you get. But for me, $20 a month, which is like £15, €15, 600 credits, 300 images. So I can really create 10 new ads a day for an entire month for just $20, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, that is how you can quickly generate a lot of content, you know, for your brand, and generate a lot of different ad variations as well that you can upload to Meta in a very short amount of time for a very small fee as well. I'll probably link this in the description box down below. This is not a sponsored video. I am not, you know, I've not been told to create a video like this. There's no affiliate link, nothing like that. It's just literally the link to the website. So yeah, feel free to try it out, and like this video if you've got some out of it. Comment down below what you'd like to see from this channel next. Subscribe to the channel for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.